Hey there, fellas. So here's what we're up to. We are currently at the test track. It's all good, the sun is shining, it's grand. And so, I've been noticing something of a trend lately. These past couple of months, we've all been seeing cars that have been losing their wheels while on the move, right? I don't know, they replaced a tire and then after refitting the wheel to the car, they forgot to tighten it, probably? So yeah, this has been going around. And obviously you'll be able to find the wheel itself. It's not exactly a small item that you wouldn't notice. As for the bolts that kept it attached, that's an entirely different story. And so what do you do? How do you get the wheel back on if you are out on the road or in a field? I suggest we do some experimenting. See if there is any way to reinstall a wheel and keep on moving to the nearest shop, for example, or a garage where you can replace whatever you lost, where you have the required spare parts. Okay, let's imitate a lost wheel scenario. Figure out how you can reattach it and keep on going. Okay, let's do this. Right, guys, we are good to go. And we did have to slightly ruin the thread on the bolts, for the wheel to be a bit shaky. But there is no other way to imitate losing a wheel. Anyway, we are ready, and let's see what happens when you lose a wheel. Though we have seen it a number of times before. Here we go. What? What happened? What's the deal? I'm revving the engine, but the car ain't moving. Oh, that would explain it. The wheel has left the chat. I honestly don't understand what just happened. We expected the front wheel to be under more load and for it to fall off. But okay, we lost the rear wheel. And what do we have here? The thread is rooted. We didn't really even do much to it. This is from when it was evacuating the hub. Oh, I found a nut. So look, I've got this bolt right here. And while it was on its way out, the thread got totally destroyed. It is missing, and I have a feeling that the thread inside the actual hub might also be damaged. The first method we'll be trying involves using nails, self-tappers, and a piece of wood. Let's go. Check this out, guys. We've made a bunch of, OEM wheel bolts. We're going to try using these to mount the wheel. And to get them to spread out, why aren't there any nails inside the case? Yeah, we don't have any. At least we have self-tappers. But then, what difference does it make? Nails, self-tappers? We just need the wood to expand. It's the same principle as with an axe that's got a wedge. That's how you're gonna secure the handle. But yeah, let's try fitting a wheel using a similar method. We need to get on our way, but we don't have anything to secure the wheel. So look here, this is how we secured the wheel. For some of these we use 2 screws, and it is on firmly with the bits of wood being spread apart. Now the entire point is for the wheel. You see, that what is inside of the hub is surely going to keep it together, But in order to keep the wheel secured, we have found a couple of nuts which are not the same. We've stuck a bunch of self-tappers into there in order to secure the wheel. Here you'll see that we've cut out bits that resemble the bolt heads. And let's try this out. Bring her down. Yeah, of course it'll be fine while stationary. Nothing is going to fall off. But now let's try slowly setting off. Okay, well, the car is moving. Let me make another turn. What was that? I don't know what just happened, to be honest. Did you hear that? I'm releasing the clutch. Clutch is released. Car is not moving, but it's not falling down either. It's standing level. Curious to see what's up. What's going on? The wheel has detached. Oh, isn't that neat? What was that, the drum rotating in there then? Right, because I was moving at low speed. These have given up. The drum separated from the hub, so has the wheel. It probably would have held up for longer if I'd have been going straight. But this is wood, it is what it is. These got torn right out. But let's try something different now. What's something you can always find on the road? At least there's a chance of finding. That would be metal wire, right? Let's try securing this wheel using metal wire. We'll have to weave it through the hub and tie it down nice and tight. Just like they say, spot weld it for me and I'll permanently secure it with some wire when I get home. Okay, let's try some metal wire and see what that does for us. Check this out, guys. There's the metal wire. And just look how well it's holding on the wheel. We've got 4 sort of tails. We've stuck the wire through the bolt holes. 4 pairs that we tied together. And the wheel appears to be on tight. Excellent. Now we try this out. Driving with one wheel secured using metal wire. Feels to be on tighter than when we were using the wood. We did tie the wheel down, I guess it makes it knitting wire? Try the other direction. I just gave the throttle a stab. And I was so confident that it would hold on well. But in reality, yeah, the car hopped right over it. Apparently the wheel slid underneath the car. Are we good? I actually thought for a minute that it'd work. Then I thought it's time to get properly going, but there's the result. Oh, and the front wheel has also detached. Oh my goodness. All it took was the car taking a hop. Now you have to secure 2 wheels. What do we have in the magic suitcase? Anchor bolts? What anchor bolts? Metal ones? Metal ones. Bring them over, let's have a look. Somehow they're 12 mil. For real? What an interesting coincidence. I can almost get it in there. We can try hammering it in. If we can find a couple of more of these, we can try securing the wheel using this type of, They're used in construction, right? Oh, you already found a few. But this won't be enough to secure 2 wheels. Hey, let's just use 2 per wheel then. They seem reliable enough. So let's see what these anchor bolts do for us. Okay, so we've got everything in place. We've secured the rear and the front wheel, but just using 2 for each. This was all we could find. But no big deal, we have driven on 2 bolts per wheel, everything held up. So these, I think, should also do fine. We're about to find out if that's true, but I think they will. These are made from steel, and from our experience, once you stick one into some concrete, you are not going to be able to pull it out. I think this will work just fine, but enough chit-chat, it's high time we try these out. Let's get to it. Okay, and here we go. All right, well, so far so good. I mean, all of the other fasteners were also doing well in the beginning. I think I can get on the gas a bit more aggressively. After all, these are made from steel, and they should be able to withstand some enormous load. I'm hearing some weird noises. What could that be? There we go. That was a massive hop. Let me go see what happened. What an action-packed episode this is turning out to be. What's the matter? Okay, so I can't really tell for sure. How'd the wheel wind up next to the car? What do we got? Yeah, it just got torn off. Take a look at that. So the cone-shaped part is of a smaller diameter. I mean to say that the diameter was 12 mil. But the part that secures the bolt is the exterior extension sleeve thing. It's what increases the diameter of the assembly. But this pretty much got sheared off, bent up. All right, get over here. Where's the second one, though? Can't really tell you. It was a lot of fun, though. Okay, so that's where we are right now. And I did expect these to hold up, to be honest. But all we had was 2 per wheel. We were limited in their quantity. But let's take this test to its logical conclusion. I'll go ahead and drive to a hardware store. 4 of them should have been enough to secure 1 wheel, but given that a second wheel fell off, we had to split them between 2 wheels. But hey, I'll go find a store, or perhaps I won't even be the one to do that. Instead, I'll go... And now I've got some more. Alright, so 2 anchor bolts per wheel proved to not be enough to secure them, the front at least. But now let's try the full 4 and see whether that will be enough. Alright, we are looking good. We're running 4 bolts up front. But we've left just the 2 in the rear, just like before. As long as I can drive out of here. Oh wow, something really got a tight hold of me. And let's try this out. Is that it? That didn't take long at all. I think it might be the rear. Something got sheared off. Okay, it was ripped out. The 2 anchor bolts got torn out, just like the other 2 were previously up front. I guess the rears were already on the verge. Hey, let's just install 4 in the back then. Good thing we now have a few to spare. Wasn't an ideal situation without them. The scenario is we lost a wheel, but we have 4 anchor bolts with us. Let's put them in. We have 4 up front, in the rear. We've got a nice setup going. 4 anchor bolts in here, 4 in there, it's all good. It looks quite reliable. As for how it all works while driving, well, let's find out. Here we go. Some strange noises have developed. Okay, so with 4 at each corner, we're not even shaking around. With the 4, the wheels are now on straight. It's good that we were able to tightly secure the wheels. I do hear some rubbing, though. But that might be because the wheel did some damage while evacuating. I can even bring the speed up a bit. Alright, let's see. This is some rough testing. But then these are pretty durable with them being made of steel. They should do the job. That caught me off guard. I mean, what the hell? Just as we were warming up. Took another hop. Yeah, I see them. 1, 2, where are the rest? Why'd it roll over there, though? Yeah, these sorts of sketchy situations do happen on the road. What do we got? They get sheared off? Yep. Yeah, they're falling apart. Okay, guys, so as you can see, they're getting torn out. These weren't able to keep it together in the rear, with the rear wheels being the ones that are driven. Especially in a situation when you're turning right. The body lifts up, and that eases load off of the wheel, making it jump around and so on. And as a result, the anchor bolts are on the verge of getting sheared off. And so there you go. These weren't able to hold up, though you would have thought that these would be able to withstand enormous stress. Must be a static process? Why don't you share your suggestions on what sort of makeshift methods we could use to secure a wheel? We'd love to see what you have to say. Perhaps we could come up with something together. So far, the wood, metal wire, and the anchor bolts were not up to it. You saw it all for yourselves. Watch us, subscribe, send in your suggestions, comment, give us a big thumbs up. And that's it for this video. Catch you guys later. Why didn't the anchor bolts hold up?